from the sky.
In the sky, yeah.
Hey,
What up? What up?
what
you
good?
been?
I'm been good, man. I'm been good. It's
What's
the
up, bro?
still kind of the weekend, baby.
Yep.
Mm,
Sorry, chat. Sorry, gang. I am going to the JID concert tonight, so I decided I asked bro if it was cool if we could do a little bit earlier, so I can, make sure I don't have to rush for that. JID, he's signed with Dreamville under J. Cole. Phenomenal rapper. Surprised. No one's going to see him out here. Like, he went to a smaller venue. So I got the ticket for free. I just there was like something online, put your name in, and I just got it for free. So I was like, bet, I'm gonna go check it out. So who cares about that? How was your weekend, bro?
Man, well, I'll tell you what, man. As Nathan said, have fun at your Taylor Swift concert. I had a freaking.
Never.
I thought we were going out early because you had a concert to go to. He said, "Man, I hope you had fun at the Taylor Swift concert."
That's wow. I've been messing with Lauren about her because Lauren's not a big fan, but she was kind of like, last year when Taylor Swift was like a liberal, she was kind of like a Taylor Swift fan, and I was like, man, she's a racist, right? Like, we don't rock with Taylor Swift.
We don't rock with Taylor Swift like that.
I don't care what you do, but that's all this stuff that came out with her. She didn't like a SS necklace, hit like a with the thunderbolts on it. Yeah.
What up, cuz? They've been pulling up.
Necklace that came out, and
I ain't
she's
see
been
that.
getting a lot of heat online. So, yeah, it's funny you said that because man, getting murked.
Crazy. I wonder if our cousin Amber is a Taylor Swift fan. We might need to put her up.
People know the mediocre white women. Sorry, these Swifties out there. I didn't think Taylor Swift mediocre, man. I don't care. I'll say it every day.
Yeah,
she's not a terrible artist, but she's not. She can't sing.
Nah, she's got some pretty good songs out there, but I mean, I wouldn't go to a concert over it. I didn't know about the SS thing or whatever that she had. What she said, I bet she is. She loves Britney. Yes, she does. Oops, I did it again. Yeah, man. So the weekend, I didn't really have a weekend. I didn't get back from. I told you I had to travel all week this week for work, so I didn't get home till like midnight Friday. And Saturday, I think I went to bed like around 9. I was beat, dude. And then today I woke up and I've been working for most of the day. So
wow,
yeah,
that's not fun at all.
No,
Saturday I had planned to go to my homegirl's daughter's. What?
I'm sorry, she said Brit Nasty.
Yeah, Brit Nasty.
I didn't even see that. I missed that.
I was gonna go to my homegirl's birthday party, just show love, but I got caught up. I recently got engaged with family. If you didn't know that, I recently got engaged with Lauren.
Congrats.
And I got caught up with that. By the time it was over, I was tired. Like, we were doing ring stuff, and then I played 2K all weekend.
Nice.
And fun. It's fun, but man, niggas need to chill with the video game, yo. Like, our cousin love him to death, but he's really into it. I'm just like, man, all this racing stuff and all. Just play the game, man. But no, I appreciate him playing with me. He taught me a lot about it. Made it a lot more fun. So all jokes aside, but I've been playing 2K and playing the new PlayStation game, Ghost of Yotai. That's dope.
Is that the new that's not
like a samurai game.
Okay, yeah.
Remember Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah,
that came out. That was fire. Cool.
Yeah,
this game is just as good. Just you're playing with a woman,
nice.
And I like her more. I mean, I don't like all these. Look, man, I don't understand why people get so mad about video games. Like, when they have women in it, it's called woke now.
You talk about the knuckle dragging basement dwelling cousin humping dudes out there who hate. They just hate women. I don't know why that is. By the way, Cuz says congrats.
Oh yeah.
And she also says she picked out her flower girl dress already. So she's gone ahead and inserted herself as the flower girl.
Okay.
So there you go.
That works.
People did that with the last, what was that game? The Last of Us. Yeah. I was just like, come on, man. Like that was a better game.
Oh, I'm getting a call. 1 second.
Okay.
I'm mute.
All right. So Kobe's getting in the car right now. He's super popular. Now we're just talking about this the weekends and all that good stuff. Yeah, Kobe got engaged, and so we have a pretty good show for you this week. I think it's called The Legend of the Wendigo, which is a cannibal demon, I guess. So, and what we're trying to do is that we're trying to do more creepier stuff, scarier stuff because of the Halloween, the month of Halloween, October. So that's why we're trying to do that instead of doing we've been kind of doing like the ancient text, ancient religion, conspiracy and stuff like that, ancient aliens and all that good stuff. So, but we decided for this month we're just going to kind of do like cryptids and just scary stuff for Halloween. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. We will get back to our regular topics in November. So pretty excited about that. We got some pretty cool stuff that's kind of sitting in the queue right now. I do want to do a show on Valiant Thor. As you know who Valiant Thor is, he is an alien that showed up in I think it's like the 50s or 60s, and he's actually helping the government with some reverse technology and stuff, reverse engineering.
What are you talking about? I missed some dope conversations, obviously.
Talking about Valiant Thor that we're going to do in November.
Yeah, man. I want to say that this is very... next year, I'm not doing the October thing. I thought it'd be cool, but I'm not into any of this stuff like I used to be.
October Creepy Fest.
Yeah. We have to do a bit more. I should take more care with this stuff. Maybe this is a dope topic. Don't get me wrong, yo. Wendigos are creepy, crazy.
Yeah.
There's always so much you can talk about with these. When it comes to what Rashad's talking about, we'll get back to. That's more of a conversation. But yeah. So, what's it called again? Valiant Thor.
Valiant Thor.
Valiant Thor.
Yeah, he was alien. He looked human. And he worked with our government in the 1950s, 60s, and actually there's a picture of him, but he's sitting with a bunch of senators and scientists and all that stuff. So I don't know if I gotta find the video that shows that, but yeah, it's pretty crazy story. I don't know how believable it is, but it's definitely interesting. So yeah.
Not change the topic, but I've been watching a lot of the Ed Gein. You've been checking out the Ed Gein on Netflix.
The what?
Ed Gein. Story of Ed Gein. Man, y'all.
Who's that?
He like the first real serial killer, like before Ted Bundy.
Ed. You said Ed Gaines?
Ed Gein. Yeah.
Okay.
He's from Wisconsin. He's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre character based off of. Psycho was based off of him. A lot of movies are based off this guy. He just used to kill. He was necrophilia, so he was big into wearing people's skin. I'm not really creeped out by murders and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about nobody. But this one, there's a scene because Alfred Hitchcock was also a creepy guy. He made Psycho. I'm a movie buff. I'm sorry about this stuff, y'all. He made the movie Psycho. And he recreated Ed Gein's house.
That's crazy.
Yo, if it's episode 2, watch that episode. There's a scene in that episode that it threw me off. And I was like, what am I watching?
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I watched I tried to get to the first episode. I couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the friend. I know what you're talking about. He was like, his mother is like, "Oh, you're evil if you talk
very like
to girls. You can't have a girlfriend.
Yeah,
You're sin." Yeah, and I was like, this kind of reminds me of Norman Bates, and so I'm like, oh, this must be the guy that Psycho's based off of.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
And then his mom died, and he digs up some other lady and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's his mother basically. Like, and the girlfriend. It's crazy, but like the biggest thing, he loves to wear women's skin, women's clothes.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of this dude before, and I'm thrown all the way off. And I'm telling you, I don't really get thrown off by stuff. That show.
Yeah, man. I couldn't get past the first episode. I was like, this is too much for me. And it wasn't a whole lot of gore. It's just I just can't deal with, he's handling dead bodies. I know it's fake, but I don't know. It just kind of turned me off. And so
I didn't know that. I didn't know I had that reaction to. I'm sorry, we're rambling, but like I didn't know I had that reaction the same way maybe you did. I'm just like, what?
Right.
That's that scene in that house you showed, man. I can't even say the scene. Y'all need to watch it.
Yeah, what he did, and the way he did his brother, and how the way he was seeing him, I was just like, man,
that was wild. That was wild.
Crazy.
He thought he was alive. That was wild. And then he came back, and he was.
He did, but he didn't. Like, because he definitely set it up to where he knew he did wrong. You know what I'm saying? But anyways.
Yeah, so I think what broke his brain was like seeing that comic book and seeing all those bodies from that one girl.
Oh yeah.
I think that he they say he was schizophrenic, but it doesn't make that's the only reason why he got the way he acted, obviously. But like
he was on the cusp of something. But when that girl showed him that stuff, man. Like you said, it crossed over after that. Let's see. What did Shell say? She said, yep, that's the one. Definitely Norman Bates for sure. The first episode is hard to get through, but it gets crazy. Like Bad Accident, you can't look away. Yeah. I was already like Bad Accident.
Yeah, and it's like, for me, I like how like you're like, oh, he's not gonna do what you think he's gonna do. And
he does it.
And then it gets mixed because Psycho and all these movies kind of get like mixed into. It's very well done. Like I'm one of the best shows I've ever watched.
Really?
Yeah. It's one of the best shows that they've done like that. Like it's better than the Dahmer one. The Dahmer one, it was gross, but I could stomach that. You know what I mean? I was like,
I couldn't take that one either. Tyson tried to get me to watch that. I couldn't do it, man. I'm just not good with serial killers.
That's cool. You're a normal person. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. This one's worse. If you couldn't do Dahmer, you won't be able to do 18.
Won't be able to do that.
It's way. It's got me messed up.
Really?
Yeah, it messed me up.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of faith in mankind, and when I see stuff like that, I don't know, it just throws me, and I just can't. It's hard for me to push through it, like because it's based on a real story. Like if it was just a horror movie, that's different. But when it's based on a true story, like this stuff really happened, bro. Like podcast murders and all that stuff, bro. I can't get into it.
They don't scare me. It's well, this one's scared. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of was like, what? He really did that? Like he really did that? And it's like, yeah. He's bro. Anyways, we'll keep going on. And I know I got things. We got things we gotta do.
Yeah. Cool. You got a whole thing. You gotta do.
So we're doing. This is gonna be. We won't watch the whole thing. This is
Wendigo.
Video by Jon Solo, and it's called The Very Messed Up Origins of the Wendigo. We haven't heard of a Wendigo. We know they're very it's not Navajo, is it? It's
native. It's
Native American.
Indigenous.
It's indigenous. I don't know which tribe really. I think a lot of tribes have about the Wendigo, to be real.
Probably.
They're big up in Minnesota. A lot of Wendigo sightings in Minnesota.
In Canada too, right?
Canada. They're described as like giants. So they're shamans. Me that mixed up, aren't that, Rashad? I'm going off my top of my head.
The shamans are the skinwalkers.
Yeah,
right?
But Wendigo, yeah. So the Ojibwe, the Cree, I put they're cannibalists, right? Like these are demons that eat people.
Hmm.
And they can mimic. They can, you know what I'm saying? You can run into them, like, usually in the northern woods, not usually a thing down south or, like, in the southwest.
So I'm good. I'm good down here.
Yeah,
I'm
usually
safe.
you're more skinwalker country.
Oh, even better, I guess.
Um,
Oh boy.
they're a cautionary tale like most of these cryptids.
Mm.
So yeah, we'll watch a video by this guy named Jon Solo. Hopefully we can kind of skip around because
Wolverine hates Wendigos.
didn't he fight one in the comic book?
Yeah, he fights them all the time.
So they're definitely in Canada, right?
Yeah, definitely kind of.
All right. So we'll play this for a bit. I might skip around, and yeah. So this is very messed up origin of the Wendigo Cannibal Demon, Native American Folklore Explained. I'm not sure this guy does a lot of stuff like this.
What is going on, mere mortals? My name is Jon Solo, and it's finally my favorite time of year. After 11 months of patiently waiting, spoopy season has returned.
Spooky season.
On us, and all the folklore we're covering this month has a theme that I think you're going to love: the consumption of human flesh.
No.
If there is one thing that humankind collectively hates, it's going to Jared Leto movies. But right after that, is the idea that would ask anyone not
I don't hate Jared Leto.
and they would agree. Jared Leto needs to quit acting.
Yeah.
Also, it would suck to be eaten. We hate the idea of being eaten so much that we all decided to not see the movie where Jared Leto eats people. Even more impressive, we took ourselves out of the food chain, so we no longer have to worry about predators like lions, tigers, and bears.
I'll be back.
At least not in our day-to-day lives. But if one looks into the worlds of folklore and literature, you'll see that many of the most memorable and nightmare-inducing villains have something in common. They're all humanoids who have a fondness for man flesh. The witch in Hansel and Gretel, vampires like Dracula, the evil queen who wanted to eat Snow White's heart, and then there's today's subject, the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a cannibalistic monster originating from the folklore of North America's indigenous peoples, and it's become a staple of modern-day horror. It's inspired movies like the aptly named Wendigo, starring Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle, and the Guillermo del Toro-produced Antlers. TV shows like Supernatural and Grimm have both dedicated episodes to the monster.
Yep.
Crypt TV's loved and feared Mordeo looks to me like it was inspired by the Wendigo, and it's even made its way into video games. Fallout 76 is set in post-apocalyptic Appalachia, where the forests are haunted by Wendigos. The feeders in Dead Space were inspired by the creature, and I just found out they're the main antagonists in Until Dawn, a horror game about surviving until dawn. But while all of these depictions have a kernel of accuracy in them, that kernel being cannibalism,
I played that game and never ran into that game. Ran into that, but interesting. Sorry, I just had to say that.
they are a pretty huge departure from the folklore they were based on, especially the movies. Why so many of them have decided to throw antlers on this thing, I have no idea. Apparently, antlers are scary. You see, the concept of Wendigos comes from a few different indigenous groups in North America, the Plains and Great Lakes natives, as well as the First Nations peoples. These groups, which all belong to the Algonquian language
in
group,
Canada.
were based in
Yeah.
and around the East Coast forests of Canada, the Great Plains regions of the United States, and the Great Lakes regions of the US and Canada. The stories they told about the Wendigo were nothing like the ones found in pop culture, which usually portray them as monsters of the week and give them antlers, fangs, and claws, making them some kind of deer-werewolf hybrid. Like I said, they're accurate in that they usually show Wendigos as former humans who've consumed human flesh, but the transformation...
So that's what I thought. So, like, it is creepy to think about them being gigantic things like in Witcher and the Wendigos, and you have to fight them. That's not really what I thought they were, was like they mimic humans and they basically trick you to like go into the woods,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how they kind of they take your soul more than they like devour you. They might eat you, but it's more of them and they're just like a bad omen in general. But
Okay, so it's not like the cryptic skinwalkers or
no.
werewolves or not even like a look behind type deal.
No, I mean they do have.
Is
There
it
are
look
like
behind or hide behind? Hide behind.
hide behind.
Right.
Human transformed into Wendigo after resorting to cannibalism. That's usually when a human eats another human is when they become a Wendigo. Yeah.
But it has to be some type of shaman spell or something that turns them into a Wendigo. Because we know
Yeah.
that we know that if you eat human flesh,
Yeah.
you go back in history, back when we were enslaved, there's a lot of human flesh eating, and they didn't turn into Wendigos. So
And be real with you, we didn't. It wasn't the black people eating
no,
fish. Look
it
up
was not.
Roanoke, North Carolina. Anyways,
It was the oppressors.
well, and they ate each other in some of their camps.
They did.
Anyways, we'll go back to
that cannibals went through in Native American lore wasn't so
sorry,
physically
but yeah,
dramatic.
this is just I think this is just another like this Wendigo, skinwalkers. These are just cautionary tales of like what happens to you if you eat your fellow people, or just ways for you to like
That's all it
kind of
is.
scare you off a little bit of doing this. But I
Right.
mean, again, there's been sightings of Wendigos and skinwalkers of people who aren't even part of native tribes. So
True.
I don't know. We'll keep it going.
In his book, The Manitoas, The Supernatural World of the Ojibwe, native author Basil H. Johnston describes the Wendigo as gaunt to the point of emaciation, its desiccated skin pulled tightly over its bones. With its bones pushing out over its skin, its complexion the ash gray of death, and its eyes pushed back deep into its sockets, the Wendigo looked like a gaunt skeleton recently disinterred from the grave. What
It's
lips
like a
it
zombie.
had were tattered and bloody, unclean and suffering from suppuration.
So isn't that Antlers? The movie Antlers? Isn't that what they were dealing with?
I think so.
Or was that a skinwalker?
That was a skinwalker, wasn't it?
Oh no.
I'm gonna skip ahead though.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear them describe it because I remember listening to Antlers was actually a thing with Antlers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a skinwalker.
The Antlers film.
We're gonna jump to what Wendigos are really.
AI mode. What did AI say?
Craving came.
Wait, what does it say?
AI just tells you exactly what antlers are. Let me see. So it says, it says that, it says the monster in the movie Antlers is a Wendigo, a creature from Native American folklore.
Oh,
there we go.
A Wendigo with antlers. So like the movie Antlers isn't really what it's kind of using what people have been using what Wendigos are like what they wanted to be basically, and mixing it in with like the folklore.
Right. Yeah, so it's like pop culture and folklore.
Pop culture and folklore.
From starvation. If someone was a shitty hunter, or if it was wintertime and animals were harder to come by, they may have resorted to eating their own kin. An 1800s explorer named John Tanner, who was nicknamed White Indian and lived with the Ojibwe and Chippewa tribes for 30 years, described this exact scenario happening to someone from his hunting band, describing the perpetrator as a rather insignificant person and a poor hunter. Tanner said this individual had eaten his own wife because of hunger, and that the Indians had wanted to kill him at the time as being unworthy to live. This brings up another important point that is vital to Wendigo lore. From the moment you took your first bite of human flesh, your fellow tribe members wanted nothing to do with you. And I think we can all agree that that's an understandable position to take. If someone were willing to betray their own wife or children and eat them to survive, you can't trust them to look out for anyone else in the tribe. That being said, when you consider the position that some of these people were in, going days, if not weeks, without eating and freezing their asses off, those are some of the roughest conditions that humans can face. And none of us...
essentially, like we were saying, it's just a way to warn people: don't eat your kin, don't eat your. I mean, I guess is that something to tell folks though?
You know what? We didn't live back then. We did not face any of those hardships. But I mean, even if, dude, I'm telling you, man, if an apocalypse were to happen, human flesh is not on the menu.
No,
that's it's not even something that I would think about.
I'm gonna jump to what it's trying to teach. I'm gonna jump around like I said. I ain't trying to spend too much time on this. You guys are kind of get the gist. I'm hoping.
Wendigos were told to scare people, but not for the sole purpose of entertainment. The final goal was not to give someone the heebie-jeebies. They taught lessons and gave warnings that no matter how hungry and desperate you find yourself, even in the dead of winter, you should never resort to eating your own kind. If you do, you'll never be the same again, and either your tribe will abandon you or you'll be hunted, killed, and burned. Because the only way to truly kill a Wendigo is with fire. Your clothes, your blood, your body, and especially your heart, which was believed to have turned to ice, would be reduced to ash. Another possible moral these stories taught was to conserve. It was the hunter's responsibility to not kill off more animals than necessary because it could put the tribe into a desperate situation where eating humans was the only way to survive. But the misconceptions about Wendigos didn't start with the big screen, my friends. It actually all began with the first short story ever written about them. Authored in 1910 by Algernon Blackwood, whose name you might be interested to learn, was used in Until Dawn, which was set on Mount Blackwood. The story Algernon wrote, though, might be even scarier than the game, though, and I'm going to share it with you. So grab...
You didn't play the game? I told you that I didn't even run into those things in the game.
I never played the game. I never played the game, but I just saw the movie.
It's free on PlayStation.
Is it?
Play it with Rochelle. Like after what we should do, and then do it. It's weird. It's just like a choice game. It's not like a crazy hard game.
Oh, okay.
Have yourself a snack that doesn't contain human remains, then sit back, relax, and brace yourself for what's next.
Okay.
This story follows a hunting party that ventures out into the wilderness of Canada in search of moose after a number of locals returned from their own hunting expeditions, claiming that the usual hunting grounds were surprisingly devoid of any wildlife. Spoiler alert, this hunting party's journey into the wild would prove to be just as fruitless as everyone else's, but instead of meat, at least one of them would make it back with a hell of a story. So the group is made up of 4 individuals, Dr. Cathcart, his nephew Simpson, and their 2 guides, Hank Davis and Joseph DeFago, who had been friends for decades. They also had an indigenous friend with them. His name was Punk, and he was responsible for cooking and looking after the camp while the main group was out in search of prey. After spending a whole day in the wildlands without finding so much as a single moose track, the 4 men consider exploring the area on the other side of the lake they set up camp by. But one of them, Joe DeFago, is initially reluctant to this idea. He doesn't explain why, but it's obvious to the 3 other men that his whole demeanor changed after the idea was brought up. Regardless, he insists that he's not scared of anything in those damned woods and tells the 2 less experienced men, Doc and Simpson, to get some rest so they're ready for tomorrow's journey. Moving on ahead to the next morning, the hunters have already left camp by 8 a.m. Hank and Doc are following the trail that leads west, while DeFago and Simpson set out in a canoe headed east. And it's the second pair that we're following. As they traverse the 50 or so miles across the lake, we learn that this is Simpson's first ever hunting
50 miles?
That he
They're
knows
walking?
concerningly little about getting by in the wilderness. So
on
he is
a boat.
completely
paddling, but that doesn't make it 50 miles paddling.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a long way, dude.
That messes the story. All right, let's go.
reliant on DeFago for navigating, hunting, and surviving. It's not a great position to be in, but the veteran hunter DeFago is an excellent guide. He educates Simpson as much as he can along the way, and when they hit their destination, he makes sure to explain how to get back to camp, just in case they get separated. So after spending yet another day unsuccessfully trying to find some moosies, the two set up their camp and have a pretty enjoyable night eating their rations, smoking tobacco, and singing ballads around the fire. When suddenly, in the middle of all this revelry, DeFago's voice drops down to barely more than a whisper, which on its own was enough to make Simpson freeze with fear. Then DeFago stood up, smelled the air, and pointed in the direction of their canoe. Simpson watches as DeFago's eyes widen and the color leaves his face. He whispers to his guide, "Hey, is something wrong?" But once again, DeFago denies his fear of the wild and instead blames the song they were singing for bringing up bad memories. As you would imagine, DeFago denying his obvious moment of panic made the inexperienced Simpson even more paranoid. What could be out here that made the veteran outdoorsman so scared? Was it hostile natives, wild animals, a forest fire on the horizon? But since he wasn't going to get an answer, Simpson chalked up the expression of terror and paleness to a trick of the firelight and quietly laughed to himself about the funny story he'd have to tell when he got home. What Simpson didn't realize is that his laughter was a sign that fear was still lurking in the recesses of his soul, that it was merely a trick that the conventional man played on himself to convince himself that his fears were imagined.
Okay,
and
get to the
just when
point.
Simpson started to settle down, DeFago asked him, "You haven't smelled anything unusual, have you?"
That's right, they have a
Simpson said
scent.
no. Then when he returned the same question, DeFago denied it, once again blaming the song for getting him all riled up. After that bit of awkwardness, the two men went to sleep in their tent, making sure they stayed close together, both for warmth and for safety. It was only a few hours later when Simpson was roused awake. He could hear the sound of the wind, the lake's waves, and DeFago crying to himself with a blanket pressed against his mouth to mask the sounds. Simpson reaches out for DeFago to check on him, but no amount of shaking or talking is getting a response. Then he looks towards the tent's opening and notices something strange. DeFago's feet were hanging outside in the freezing cold, as
What?
if something had tried to pull him out. Simpson is getting antsy, but his guide is still ignoring or can't hear his pleading for answers. So the inexperienced college boy has no choice but to bundle himself up and try to go back to sleep.
What?
Try is the
What?
operative word here, though. Between the weirdness around the campfire and waking up to DeFago, the man who was supposed to be protecting him, bawling his eyes out in the middle of the night, Simpson couldn't make himself relax.
It's time
and the
to go.
events of the following morning only made his mental state worse, because a few hours later, he was jolted awake by a violent movement. DeFago was now physically shaking and huddled against Simpson for protection, trying to get away from the tent's opening as if something or someone was waiting for him just outside. It was at this moment that Simpson heard a voice unlike any he had heard before. It was both rough and demanding, but also somewhat sweet, and it cried out three distinct notes.
Oh, shit.
Before Simpson can even process what he heard, DeFago jumps to his feet and bolts out of the tent as if he has no control over his body. And then he cries out, "Oh, my feet of fire, my burning feet of fire. Oh, what great height and fiery speed." And suddenly, DeFago was gone, along with the noise. All that remained was that strange smell he must have been talking about the night before.
Yo.
Simpson tried to chase after his guide, but he was wildly unprepared and knew he'd have to gear up and eat some breakfast if he was going to do this right. So after devouring some bacon, which did clear up his mind a bit, he grabbed his rifle and began following the footprints of the man he prayed was still alive. And curiously, he saw there were animal tracks going in the same direction. Which animal they belonged to, he had no idea. Even stranger, a few miles into the journey, Simpson noticed that DeFago's tracks were changing. Their stride was getting longer, growing to an inhuman length of 18 feet apart, and the prints became larger and rounder, as if DeFago's feet were transforming. But suddenly, the footprints stopped and the trail went cold. Simpson searched 100 yards in every direction and called out for DeFago until his voice got hoarse. Then, out of nowhere, he heard DeFago's voice calling out from above him, screaming about his fiery feet. Simpson continued his search for hours without luck, and as the sun began to set, he had no choice but to venture back to camp, alone and more paranoid than ever. In his mind, every cracking twig was the mysterious creature returning to attack him. Every gust of wind sounded like whispers coming from behind the trees. The whole journey back, he felt he was being watched, but he made it back to his camp just in time to get a fire going before the sun completely set. And he stayed by that fire all night, making sure it never came close to going out and never taking his rifle out of his hands. When the sun rose the next morning, he quickly set out for his home base, the campsite where the four hunters had left their best friend, Punk. Did I say best friend? There's nothing in this story to imply they're best friends. In fact,
not a friend.
They're kind
He's
of
an
addicted
indigent servant.
Remembering DeFago's guiding words for how to find their canoe and that their camp was due west, he paddled his way across the lake until the sun had once again set, leaving him in complete darkness, floating in the middle of the water. Lucky for Simpson, his uncle and his uncle's guide Hank had already returned and started a fire, and it was this little bit of flame miles away that became his North Star and
Thank
led him
goodness
to
for that.
safety, at least for now. Simpson's canoe hit the shoreline at about midnight, and his cries for help woke up the rest of the hunting party with a start. They helped him get to his feet and then to the fire, and that's when he filled them in about the past 2 days' terrifying events. As you might expect, the other hunters were skeptical about his story and assumed that the intensity of the vast and lonely wilderness was affecting his mind, but they all agreed to try and track down Defago. First and foremost, though, Simpson needed some sleep, so his uncle injected him with some morphine, and the young lad spent the next 6 hours sleeping like a drugged-up baby.
Morphine?
When Simpson
When
wakes
did this
up, he
take
leads his
place?
uncle
What
and
year
their
is
other guide,
this?
Hank,
Right.
across the lake back to he and Defago's camp.
Who's
which
just walking
looked to
around with
be
morphine in
untouched
the
since
Right.
the
I
last
think place
time
like
he was
the
there. Then they spent the entire
1800s
day
or
searching
something.
for Defago unsuccessfully, and they agreed to spend one more day searching before having to accept that their companion was gone for good. It's when the guys are resting at their campfire that Hank tells them about the Wendigo, but you'll notice his description hardly resembles the creature from Native American lore. Instead of the condition being caused by cannibalism, he says the Wendigo is the call of the wild personified. The voice, they say, resembles all of the minor sounds of the bush: wind, falling water, cries of the animals, and so forth. And once the victim hears that, he's off for good, of course. His most vulnerable points, moreover, are said to be the feet and the eyes. The feet for the lust of wandering, and the eyes for the lust of beauty. The poor beggar goes at such a dreadful speed that he bleeds beneath the eyes, and his feet burn till they drop off, and new ones form exactly like its own. And those paying attention will recall the transformation of Defago's footprints that Simpson had been tracking a few days before. After Hank explains all this, the doctor and his nephew are as silent as ever, pondering how long they have until the Wendigo sets its sight on them. Then, without any warning whatsoever, Hank stands up and screams as loud as he can.
Oh, shit.
And as his hunting partners stared at him wide-eyed and mouths agape, another voice cried out from above. It was Defago, once again screaming those horrible words about his feet being on fire. Next came the sound of a heavy object falling through the trees and landing with a thud. Then they heard the sound of footsteps crunching in the snow, and just beyond the light of the campfire, a shadowy figure emerged, moving like it was controlled by wires. In an instant, the figure rushed towards Simpson like it was about to pounce on him, but instead, what Simpson saw was the face of Joe Defago closing in on him.
Here I am, Boss Simpson. I heard someone calling me.
But right away, the group could tell that while this thing may have looked like Joe, it
By any
wasn't really
means.
him. The
Sure.
skin
Has-
on his
has
face appeared
entered
to
the
be
chat.
loose
What
and
up?
hanging, and they could smell the scent of that putrid odor that Simpson must have gotten whiffs of the few days before. It was almost like something was wearing Defago's face as a mask, but they were all too afraid to see what was underneath. Hank, who was clearly rattled at the sight of his friend in this state, lay
Head
down in
game.
the tent at the doctor's
Yeah, right.
suggestion, but he continued watching their visitor from a distance. And when this other Joe sat down, Hank cried out, "Oh God, look at his feet!" In the span of a few seconds, Simpson looked over and saw two round black masses where Joe's moccasins should have been. But before his eyes could really focus, Joe was tackled by the doctor, who tried to
This is a
cover his
short
legs up with
story?
a blanket. Then Joe, whose face
It's not
had
a short
contorted
story.
into something
No.
truly monstrous, says, "Now you've seen it too. You've seen my fiery, burning feet." Hank tries to run after him, but the doctor tackles him to the ground, knowing that he would suffer the same fate as Joe if he were to step into the shadows. Less than a dozen
And man,
seconds
by
later,
any
they
means,
hear
man,
the
them
cries
Eagles
of their
put that-
former
put
guide
that
off
thump
in the
on us today.
distance as it
Yeah.
rose above their heads and died away. And suddenly, the world
I don't
returned to
wanna talk
normal.
about that.
There was no stench and no sound apart from the crackle and smoke of the campfire, which Dr. Cathcart kept burning all night while Simpson and Hank slept in the tent
All
to
right,
regain their sanity.
I'm good on this story. Okay, well, I guess
When
it's
the
over.
sun rose the next morning, the group headed back toward their camp,
Oh, we're
all
good.
handling the situation
We're
They saw some stuff and
Yeah,
it freaked them out.
That is a long
A
story.
long ass story.
That's a
it's,
long
it's like, man, give me
story.
some animation or something like behind that, some
They
pictures.
were, but it was just like, we get it. His feet were on fire, and yeah. All right.
What you said? So we'll talk about that later. Yeah, man. Bird gang. Yeah, they put it on us, man. We should have won that game, though, man. The ref took that catch away.
I get it wasn't a catch, but
yeah, whatever. It was a catch.
Carson Wentz was playing like a
trash,
like terrible. Yeah, that's why he's on the starter though.
Yeah, but 2 picks and almost won the game. I mean, you know. Ain't bad.
Anyways,
Wendigos, everybody, ladies.
That was Wendigos, y'all. That was. I mean, it was cool. He kind of gave you the breakdown. We knew more about it honestly than McCarthy's hurt. McCarthy sprained his ankle or did something with his ankle. So they're real careful with him for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. We're not going nowhere this year.
He's not ready anyway. I mean, Wentz is the better option right now. Yeah. Even if he was healthy.
So
you know, he at least has. I mean, he missed a couple of. He missed a lot of wide open receivers, but yeah, McCarthy, man, he don't know what he's doing. The game is too fast for him right now. So it is what it is. But yeah, so we're gonna get into game for the gang.
Yeah,
where we just show interesting videos. We don't know if they're all true or not, but we do find them very intriguing. So. Let's see. Body Man said I'm rooting for him. Also Mr. fan. Yeah. Hopefully he's the guy.
I think he'll be okay. He'll be all right. Yeah, give it that chance. Let's talk about we're talking about the NBA over here, man. Let's talk about NBA.
Let's talk about the Wolves. They're not looking good in the preseason though. I'll tell you that.
I mean, but Anthony Edwards was good though.
Yeah, he's doing his thing. So before we get into game for the gang, I just wanted to show this thing. Do you remember the Miami Mall incident?
No.
Happened like maybe
mentioned it
2 or 3 years ago, where there was this incident that happened where people saw portals open and they saw entities come out. They don't know if they were angels, demons, aliens. Okay, yeah. By any means said it, the giant aliens. Yeah. So, I mean, and there's footage of this stuff. There's video. People are saying that AI is not real, whatever. Well, this guy tells a story. He says that he was there. Now, mind you, that Miami incident, it was probably big for like by any means, maybe a few weeks, and then they just kind of moved on. The world kind of moved on from it. But they were, I mean, the whole Miami police force, they were all there. I mean, they littered the streets. People were running. Then they tried to say it was because of a fight that some kids were having. Yeah, right. You wouldn't bring that many people up for a fight. I mean, the streets were lined with squad cars, and there's this giant entity walking around by this squad car. You can see how tall it was because it was way bigger than the squad car itself.
I don't remember any of this.
Yeah, it's crazy. You probably got your mind wiped, but I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, well, I don't remember any of that.
It was huge. This was huge and the people are interested in this kind of stuff. This was a big deal. Like this was the smoking gun, and then all of a sudden it wasn't a thing anymore. By any means, it was a big deal, right? It was a big deal. But here I'm gonna show you this guy. He said that he was there, and this is his story. I just thought it was fascinating. So check this out. Just let me know what you think.
I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family. And we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, and our whole family's processing it, but I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew, and then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store just running out in a direction. So as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh shit, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew. And we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about like a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic, so he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us and then we see these 3 9-10 foot tall creatures. I'm not gonna say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew. Everyone, all of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever.
It's a suit.
It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about like 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just like looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly like observing us. It was sentient, right? Like, or whatever. I don't know, but it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd, and then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, like
that's it. But yeah, man, I can't believe you did not hear about this, man.
Nah, it's weird that I don't remember that at all, or not. Like none of it.
Like,
huh? That's what's weird. That's super weird. Cause I would remember something like that.
Right.
Weird. I don't remember that.
Go on TikTok. Just put it in the Miami Mall incident. They'll take it down a rabbit hole. Yeah. So
like I know I be smoking, but I don't be forgetting stuff like that.
Yeah.
I got short term, not long term.
Right. Yeah. We weren't doing this show yet. So it may not have been on your radar, and I don't think I shared it with you or anything like that. So, but yeah, it was all over TikTok, all over Instagram, Facebook, all that. So, anyway, guys, now we're gonna officially get into game for the gang, and the first one is going to be called "Thinking is Demonic." So, let's get into this here. Let's see.
Did you All right, go ahead.
All right. Check this out.
I've been thinking for myself.
That's demonic.
I don't understand.
It's demonic.
But it's the brain that
it's demonic. That's some demons. That's not God. It's demonic.
If it's a God-given brain, then
it's demonic. It's still demonic. That's the demons.
It's just thinking for yourself.
It's the demons. Gotta be demonic.
I just don't understand why.
Gotta be demonic, yeah. Gotta be them demons.
But
demonic is demonic.
Okay.
It's demonic.
Okay.
Okay. It's demonic.
Gotta be demonic, yeah. The demons, man. Hey, that's real talk, man. That's real talk.
Oh, for sure.
You start thinking outside the box, man. People will get mad at you. They'll say it's BS. They'll start watching your show. They'll do all kinds of stuff.
They'll disown you.
They will disown you.
They'll say your mom was a bad person for raising you.
Yep.
Man, I'm chilling today, man. I ain't get into it. I might get into it, but man, you see the world what's going on. They're trying to basically like void the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy right now.
It's demonic, yeah. They are, man. They're like it's and this also spills into politics as well. So, all right, what's this one?
I rebuke you.
Oh, okay.
But it's just all right. We'll keep going. We got plenty of time. I can talk about. We can talk about that as we go. This called I rebuke you.
What is the strangest thing you've heard a demon say in an exorcism?
We were in the middle of an exorcism. We're doing renunciations. The demon is talking back to us, keeps saying, "This is boring. I'm tired. I don't want to say this." And the demon was quiet. And then all of a sudden, it blurts out in a loud voice, "I renounce the Dallas Cowboys." We stopped. We looked at each other. We didn't know whether to laugh or be quiet. At least we know where the demon stood, vis-a-vis the Dallas Cowboys.
Do we know if they improved in performance after this?
Oh no, they lost the next game.
I guess good reminder, pray for your team. Curious, what
The demon has like a sense of humor.
I don't know what that was hilarious.
Wait,
I renounced the Dallas Cowboys.
do demons make jokes?
It's the demons, yeah. Gonna the demonic, yeah. I don't know. But even the father, the pastor, preacher was like,
What do you say to that? Whatever, man.
Let's see here. Let's see what Shell said. Shell says, speaking of Dallas, they're kicking Washington's butt right now. Ooh. It's the Monica.
They ain't got nobody. They ain't got another player. They got two of their top receivers.
The receiver that hurt. Yeah. Yep. Jaden Daniels can't do it all by himself. Unfortunately. All right.
Don't laugh at that by any means. It wasn't funny. Damn Philly fan. God,
that's hilarious. I knew he'd like that. By any means, I put that one up there for you, brother. Just in case you were on, man. All right. You got the next one?
I just did that one.
You just did that one?
Yeah.
My bad. All right. So this next one is called Pyramid Wars. So what we got going on? I love talking about the Pyramid Wars.
Yeah.
All right. So check this out.
All the Anunnaki and Thoth and all that.
They had two wars. The first Pyramid War almost eradicated them, but they started over again. The second Pyramid War, bad. That one almost decimated the planet. You see how when you look at Earth, like from Google Earth, you see a lot of those big deserts going across. People say, oh, that's just natural geological formations over time. This has become an arid desert. No, that's war. If you go to Egypt and stick your hand deep in the sands, eventually you're going to come up with balls of glass. How do you get glass and sand? 3,000 plus degree temperatures.
Yeah.
Mohenjo-Daro in the Indus Valley, what are you going to see there? Dead bodies still in the streets from thousands of years ago, still holding hands, never been scavenged. The buildings that they lived in turned to glass. How can that be? We're talking about 3,000 plus degree temperature weapons fire. We're talking about this war that happened in the ancient past. Amun-Ra wanted to continue he started the first war to take over the earth early because he didn't want to wait for his processional period to rule. And then this is the guy who says, you must say amen after everything. Say amen. Everything you give thanks, amen to him. So when you say amen, you're thanking him, by the way. He started one war to take over early, which he won.
Yeah.
He then started a second war to stay in power. And in that second war, he escaped. He was almost killed, but he left his kingship and the finances of the kingdom to the Ra-Kam, and R-A-K-A-M. But that translates into modern words. Kam translates into childs. So now you translate Ra child.
Oh, what happened to all?
I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it's kind of wild, man.
I didn't think about that.
Left it to the Rothschilds? Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of wild. But I mean, that destruction kind of sounds like Hiroshima, right?
Yeah.
So hundreds of thousands of years ago, they dropped an atomic bomb.
I was gonna say it's like they're having like vengeance type battles, weren't they?
Yeah, buddy.
Like,
You know, I gotta start a rewrite on that now that I've learned all this stuff.
for real. All that about the whole story, these dudes fighting like Dragon Ball Z, and then you realize it was Earth.
It was Earth the entire time. What? Mind blown. Kind of like that Battlestar Galactica. And and they're that whole time those people were that the planet they were looking for was Earth, and they populated Earth.
I rewatched that.
Yeah, oh, so good. Battlestar Galactica, the remake that was on the Sci-Fi Channel. That's probably one of the best sci-fi series I've ever seen in my entire life. It's so good. All right.
The next one is By Ball.
By Ball. Okay.
From Ball to Love. All right. I think this is By Ball. Yeah. All right.
Was created for the sole purpose of enslaving humanity. The author of the Bible is in the title. It is by Ball. I'm going to read you a couple verses that prove my point to a T, and you can read along with me. 1 Peter 2:18. Slaves, in reverent fear of God, submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh. 1 Timothy 6:1. All who are under the yoke of slavery should consider their masters worthy of full respect, so that God's name and our teachings may not be slandered. Colossians 3:22. Slaves, obey your earthly master in everything, and do it not only when their eye is on you and to curry their favor, but with sincerity of heart and reverence for the Lord. Colossians 4:1. Masters, provide your slaves with what is right and fair, because you know that you also have a master in heaven. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly master with respect and fear and sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. The Bible was created for the sole purpose.
And Ball was Yahweh's sibling.
The Bible. Bible.
I'm saying that it was written by Paul.
Bible.
And I think that's BS.
Again, mental letters, we don't agree with everything. But it's fun to think about.
Yeah. What is that? Let's see here. By any means by any means says, did y'all ever see Fourth Kind, the movie? It's probably my favorite all time because it deals with Anunnaki, supposedly based on true stories. Is that the one where they were doing those interviews?
They were like getting abducted. They were getting abducted, right?
Right. So she would hypnotize them, and then she would make them relive what happened. I think that's the one. And I was
that town in Alaska, right?
Yeah, I believe it was in Alaska. And I wasn't educated on the Anunnaki at the time, so that probably when I watched it, so that probably went right over my head. I have to rewatch it.
I watched it. I think my homeboy told me about it. I never got to it. I need to watch it.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
Study, right? It's like technically it's like a sleep study. Yeah, Milo Djokovic was in it. Yep, yeah, I need to watch that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I watched it. It was before I was woke. And I kind of just watched it. I just took it at face value, and hey, this is based off a true story, and just that alone, piqued my interest. But now I got to rewatch it. Now that you told me that, so I appreciate you sharing that nugget with me, so I can watch it with different eyes. But yeah, Kobe, check it out, man. If you ever get a chance,
we just watched the movie called The Watchers, and that was trash. But hey, I heard the book is good. I won't read the book, but
The Watchers. Is that the one where they are in that encasement? It could have been so much better than what it was.
I guess the book was, obviously the book was better. But that shit was trash.
I like the lore that
the premise was cool.
The premise
yeah,
was cool, like of what they were and
yeah,
why they became what they are now. That was
yeah,
pretty cool because um, I do think that there's something to those fairy tales that
yeah.
were told.
I
Um,
think that's what they're trying to do, but it just wasn't good.
yeah, they didn't execute it very well. Wasn't one of the Fannings in that?
The what?
One of the
Oh,
Fannings,
yeah, yeah, Dakota.
Dakota. Okay,
I
okay.
think they're both in it actually, though.
Are they really?
I think that's her sister in it. Yeah, her sister's in it.
Oh, so
Her
okay,
sister, playing her, playing her sister. Hold on. Let me
okay,
look.
yeah. I like both of them. They're really good. I think Dakota Fanning, she's the eldest sister. And then her sister. First time I saw her was in the movie 8mm, which I love. Some people hate it, but I loved it. By any means said, one thing I wonder about the Bible and shit is the word hallelujah, because Holly is the name of Satan. So are they saying praise Satan? Dude, that is a very good question. I'll have to look that up
Oh, I
and
made that up, bro. She
do some
played
research on that.
sisters. She played both characters.
Okay. It was her twin sister, right? That she was looking for. It was her identical twin.
Dakota and Ellie. No, yeah, that wasn't her. Yeah, never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Anyways,
Uh,
yeah, I don't Holly. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done the research on that. So
Like Jesus.
yeah, like you said, like you're praising Zeus, the Greek god of thunder. But there are some theories out there that that the god in the Bible was actually
Yeah.
hell Satan.
Yeah.
There's some theories on that. And Baal, which we just watched a video on, he was Yeshua's brother and the pantheon of gods. But now Baal is depicted as a I think it's like
Demon?
a demon king in hell
Yeah.
or general
Yeah.
or something like that.
Mm.
Because Yahweh, not Yahweh, Yahweh, didn't want people. He wanted to be the only God. He wanted a monotheism
Yeah.
religion, and a lot of people were worshiping and praising Baal, and he hated that. So yeah, it's so many things, man. But that's very interesting, man. Thanks for putting that on my radar. I'll check that out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. They're saying that the Bible is really, written by, the one.
Evil.
I have the next one, right?
Yeah.
All right. That content is no longer available.
No. All right, you got the next one. Dang,
So
that's annoying.
we'll do the next one. All right, so the next one is called Logic. Man, by any means, it's throwing some good comments in there, getting us thinking, it's getting us chatting. Let's see, share my screen here. All right, check this out. It's called Logic.
God create hell? Yes or no?
She said yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did your God create the rules of the universe, including the criteria by which souls are judged?
Yes.
Does anything happen that doesn't go according to your God's will?
No.
Then your God is ultimately responsible for everything, including the people who he sends to hell.
That is so messed up. I mean,
yeah, that logic stuff, it's a real pain in the ass, isn't it? It is messed up, ma'am. Did your God create hell?
One more time for the people in the back.
Yes or no?
She said yes.
Yes.
Okay. Did your God create the rules of the universe, including the criteria by which souls are judged?
Yes.
Does anything happen that doesn't go according to your God's will?
No.
Then your God is ultimately responsible for everything, including the people who he sends to hell.
That is so messed up. I mean,
yeah, that logic stuff, it's a real pain in the ass, isn't it? It is messed up, ma'am.
That logic stuff is a pain in the ass.
I wish the people who didn't agree would chime in. Again, they don't. I mean, you really can't. You really can't defend that. But they're gonna say I know what they're gonna say if they were to say if they would say free will, but then that kind of then the thing about when people mention free will, I think people get mad because then we can say, well, does that mean God? Did that if we have free will, or sorry, does that mean that God's all knowing and all powerful and all good?
Well, if you have what was it? Cognitive dissonance, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
be those three things and also have free will. You can't be those three.
No, because I mean you're basically put in a no-win situation. You know all. You know what's
Yeah.
happened before, you know what's happening now, you know what's gonna happen in the future, and then you're placed here, and all of these things that happen, all these decisions was already foretold.
Yeah, right. So it's like I don't know.
It's
That's,
not so
and
it's
I
not
don't. I'm not one to say God is, evil by no means. But I'm saying like it's just an interesting conversation in the day.
in some circles, folks would say he's not evil, but he can't be all good.
No, I thought in some circles they would say he is evil.
With some circles, some people would say that too, because some circles believe
Do you see
that the
what
God of the Bible
do it by any means you said?
is was Satan. It says, "Remember, God hardened Pharaoh's heart so he wouldn't free the Israelites." Yeah, and then you
doesn't
saw
make
what
any
happened
sense.
after that.
Doesn't make any sense.
Like, so basically, he didn't have a choice.
You didn't. So if we have no idea what the Pharaoh would have did if God didn't intervene randomly at that point. Because remember, the Pharaoh knew Moses.
He knew Moses. That was they grew up together. That was his man's. Yeah. Nah, that nigga wicked as fuck.
I can't argue. I'm not gonna argue. I'm not gonna argue that.
I have a hard time arguing with you. And we're talking about the Christian God.
God, yeah.
You know, we're talking about Yahweh. So, I mean,
And I don't mean disrespect anybody. No, by no means. But by no means. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's one that kind of hit me a while ago. And this guy, he was a leftist, atheist. He would debate people on that topic, and that stuck with me. I was like, dang, yeah.
yeah, it's right there. It's all in the text. Now you can chop it up and screw it however you want to, but it's there. You go whatever scripture you want to and all that, but the basis is that.
I think the worst one, the story of Job. I always go to that one too. It's like that one's worse than that
Right.
situation. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that had
Yeah.
that had Shell fucked up. She was like, what? I said, yeah, it's a bet. What? So you participate in the torture of this man, the person who undying love for you. So that's the way you're gonna put through it? Yo, hey, look, I want a subscription to another God. If that's the case.
Well, then also you read the Bible as a black person or anybody who's been, I mean, anybody honestly who has empathy in their heart, where they're basically saying slavery is cool, and it's like, how you have to ignore your own. You have to not love yourself to like honestly just be okay with Christianity.
Facts. Yeah.
The way.
Yeah, I agree by any means.
And like, now I want to say also, like, with the caveat, the black church doesn't talk about that stuff, nor do they teach you, like, most of the time. So when I came up in church, I was taught that you should love everybody, help anybody you can help. Kind of that was the vibe I got from my church. And so, looking at what the Christian people do now in America and what they vote for, I can't recognize with that. That doesn't look like Christianity to me. But you get what I'm saying? Like, that's not Christianity. But it is. It is. If you read the Bible, it is Christianity.
It's their version.
So it's like their version of right. So it's like, I guess, like, what I'm saying, like, they're more Old Testament, but like we're more New Testament.
Yeah.
Like the black church. And what I've my anecdotal experience. I should say that. Like that's what I was
Yeah.
raised on more. Jesus and
Mhm.
loving people, taking care of the sick, taking care of the poor, helping the next man up. But you don't see that on the other side when it comes to Christianity and the conservative side. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. What they
He
put them under?
didn't. He did not. He did not. Yeah, he did not. He
Right.
didn't. He didn't say, "Oh no, all the old rules are gone." He said,
Mm.
"I'm here to uphold the old laws." So, yeah.
That's a slippery slope, man. And then we showed the video last week, the dumb diversus. I can't pronounce it, but basically when the Pope signed a decree
Oh
to
yeah.
to
Enslave
basically
black people.
enslave black and brown people, and to treat them like they were, subhuman, you know. So yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that
I'm gonna keep going. What's weird about when you
you,
look at these black people who bootleg for these white folks, like you
yeah,
bootleg for these folks who don't even care about you, and you say you're Christian. Like the bootleg for Charlie Kirk, if
man,
you're a Christian, is crazy to me.
man, that's crazy work. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
crazy to me, man.
yeah. I get the empathy part.
I
You know what
get
I'm saying?
sure. I guess sure,
Yeah,
sure. But
I get
like,
that.
it's like, how much are you gonna cut my hands off until I start saying, "Well, forget that." You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be okay with everything because I'm a
Yeah.
Christian. I gotta show love all the time. I don't think that's the
All,
way it is. That don't make no
all,
sense to me.
all the time.
I gotta be the
Yeah,
bigger person every like. Remember Braun?
yeah.
Remember when Braun went down
Absolutely by any means.
3-1 against Golden State and Clay was talking that ish,
Man,
and
who
LeBron was
was?
like, remember, I'm bringing it back to 2016.
Uh,
They were down 3-1, and Clay was talking big shit about LeBron, like, oh, he's always in his feelings, and they're like, what do you think about that, Bron? Bron's like, man, I always gotta be the bigger person. It's hard being the bigger person, and went out there and won 3 in a row. That's what
mhm.
it feels like. Like we always gotta be when Kurt died, and people, first of all, most of them didn't know who he was.
Right.
And then we figured out who he was. We're like, well, hey, man, I don't care. He shouldn't have said what he said. For people to get mad at us for being like, we shouldn't have said all that stuff. For them to threaten HBCUs and
Right.
say, and then for the other black folks on the internet to say, oh, black folks shouldn't be acting like that.
Acting like what? No, nobody said that. We're smoking on Kurt.
No,
Nobody said
that's
that.
terrible.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be empathetic for? Why do I have to care? I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad what happened. Nobody deserves that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's super sad. But to have this memorial, like, and
Have
all
a whole
this,
day for
a
him.
whole day now. Like, come on,
His
man.
wife
Like,
is weird. I never met anybody who lost their loved one who's just out here doing what she's doing. Like she don't have like she cares less than most of y'all crying about it still. I don't know. I ain't even getting into politics too much.
I mean, he's insulting black women who went to, like, Ivy League colleges, saying they're not intelligent. Like, what? You didn't even finish college, bro.
Junior college. Junior finished junior.
Junior college. Yeah.
And that's I watched this podcast called Eggs and Grits. I kind of just got, and they're not new. I just kind of like started paying attention to them.
Yeah.
And they were talking about this whole anti-intellectual movement they got going on. And I'm just being real, man. There's some things people are smarter than you about. It is what it is. Why do you get so angry at certain people knowing more than you know?
Right.
I don't understand what the problem is. Someone have the master's degree in poli science and you don't. They know more than you.
They know more. They studied it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got the information. They've done the research. Like, it's okay. LeBron knows more about basketball than I do. You know,
Yes.
It's all right. But and more than most of the people that he plays with in the NBA. It just is what it is. Some people,
Savants in the subject. You know more on a certain
you go.
subject, and that's okay. But like to go around and be like, "Well, I'm mad because I didn't agree with you because you know more than me." It kind of crazy out here.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. So by any means said, but one of us gets killed by police. White T folk laugh and make memes. Absolutely, which is the craziest thing. Like you can't have it both ways. And then they play victim, and we were not laughing and making memes.
No, and act
You
like
know what
we
I'm saying?
forgot. Like act like we're supposed to
Yeah.
forget. What up, Debbie? Act like we're
What up,
supposed to
Debbie?
forget about what they did. Like I didn't know. Like we didn't see you doing the Trayvon Martin challenge, and you put your knee in the neck on your friend saying this wouldn't kill anybody, and we didn't see you making jokes about Mike Brown. We didn't see any of that. And when Mike Brown, all that, I didn't do nothing. Things y'all were saying, y'all still do it now. With the
Yeah.
shooting in Minneapolis, outside people. Oh, I bet it was one of them. I didn't do nothing. I know what that is. Are you what? Like, why do you act like we're this? My thing about these racist folks, you think we're like, you can keep thinking we're stupid, I guess. We're not stupid. We see it. Just
Yeah.
because we don't react and jump at you, we see what you're doing.
Well,
We
that's the
ain't tricking
problem.
nobody.
But that's the problem. We don't do shit about it.
Well, I mean, people. I mean, what? I mean, what? I mean, yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
guess you can say that in a certain way.
Yeah, we don't do shit about it. And then left, they definitely don't do shit about it.
Well,
And so
I think it's happening. I think we are doing stuff about it. I mean, honestly, we're holding Democrats to a higher standard.
what up,
Sorry.
Nathan? Thanks for joining, buddy.
I'm gonna say it. We're holding Democrats. I mean, black people are. We're holding them to a higher standard. We're not going to vote for you anymore.
No, but I'm saying, but are we all doing that? Because there's some people. It's a vote blue. One vote not for blue is not. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're maybe my own opinion. There's enough people talking about like, hey man, I can't vote for this because of that, because you're a Democrat. I can't vote for you. Like a lot of people are saying that. Like that's why old boy in New York is so popular right now. Zohan or he's more of a socialist because we can't vote for Cuomo no more. I forgot his name. I'm messing that man's name.
But we can't. Okay, but the people that's fine. But the people who are there now, they're not feeling the fire under their asses because they're not doing anything about it. Like the Senate, the Congress, like those on the left, they're not doing anything about it. They're not doing shit about it. The Republicans
doing nothing.
The Republicans are. They are so brash and unafraid. They were trying to put this message in the airports saying that it's the Democrats' fault that the government shut down, to show on the TVs. To show on the TVs, and a lot of the airports were like, hey, yo, we're not doing that. That's crazy. But the fact that the Republicans had the balls to do that.
Right. I mean,
the Democrats don't have the balls to do shit. That's
why wouldn't you? You have the Supreme Court behind you. Well, you can do whatever they can do whatever they want. The Democrats don't say nothing. Aren't saying nothing. Aren't saying we need to put more seats in the Supreme Court because they're not. They're just and I don't hear it. Maybe I don't hear it enough. You can see it to me they are, but I don't hear it enough. Not enough people to actually understand it and like get it. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna get their votes this upcoming election because Trump and what he's doing is crazy. But I'm tired of selling for. At least it ain't Trump, or at least it ain't this, or at least it ain't that. I'm tired of that. I want
man. What happened to that?
They don't do nothing. They're nothing. They're nothing.
They're bootlickers too.
They bootleg.
Yeah.
They're all money. Man, money will make you shut up. Money will make you be quiet.
Shit, give me the bag. I'll shut the fuck up too. Sorry,
exactly. It's true though. It's true.
Give me the bag. I'll shut up. Man. Hey, look, money will solve all my problems. So, and maybe that's what they're gonna see. Nathan White, he said, "It's a what did he say? It's a bull, a dead racist. It's about a dead racist politician. I came for wild stories to escape from the weird ass people."
You're right. We're off.
It's not. This is not about that, but yeah. We're. COVID's got to go in a little bit. So.
Move off from that. Let's go. Let's jump into some. Let's just see if we can move fast through the gang.
We only need to do a few. We can.
We got some good ones on here.
All right.
So
all right. You got the.
I did want to show this painting real quick, and then we should do. I can just talk about it real quick. But yeah, I don't know what you want to do. I just, man, we got to talking. I'm over here.
Sorry.
Fumbled up now. Just, yeah, let's just do what we gotta do, bro. Show a few and then we can move on.
So I got $20 to get back to the stories.
Yeah, man. Let's get back. Let's get back to stuff.
Oh man. That's a different show we need to set. We need to get back with BJ on that on American Matrix because it's more so for that.
He's not. Yeah, let's do it. Oh yeah, let's do it. I want to talk to BJ.
Yeah. Okay, so Heaven, I got it.
Me and him were on the same page that one time. So
yeah. BJ, American Matrix, man. When's it coming back? All right.
I'm supposed to be doing this. I messed up. Go ahead, bro.
I got it. Heaven does not sound appealing. All right.
It sounds boring. What the fuck even happens in heaven? What do we even do up there? Just worship God for all of eternity? That's it? Sounds boring as fuck. No wonder the angels in the book of Enoch just left heaven and went down and started fucking with the humans. They were bored as fuck up there. Probably didn't have shit to do up there. But not only does heaven sound boring, but it sounds like the worst fucking people ever are in heaven. Like, I remember when my mother was abusing me and she would turn around and say something along the lines of, "It's so sad that I'm gonna go to heaven and you're gonna end up in hell. It's so sad that the devil's got you and you're not gonna end up in heaven with me." And I just remember thinking, I don't think I want to go to heaven with you. Like, are you going to beat me in heaven too? Or are you going to stop because you know that God is watching? Then again, the Christians believe that God is always watching. And so in that case, he saw the abuse and apparently you two are on the same page if you're going to be in heaven with him. So I think I'm good. And speaking of the other Christians, I don't want to be in heaven with them either. They fucking suck. Their idea of trying to convert you to their religion is either scaring you or threatening you into joining it. Also,
how godly of you.
Rapists, child predators are all in heaven because all they had to do apparently is say sorry to God, not even to the victims or the victim's family. They had to apologize to God in order to get to heaven. Why the fuck would I sign up to be around that? Imagine I die and end up in heaven and the very first person that I see is my rapist. And then God turns around and he's like, "Well, your rapist asked for forgiveness, so he's here too." Like, what the fuck? It just sounds like the only thing good about heaven is that it's not hell. Yeah. It sounds boring. What the fuck even happens in heaven? What do we even do up there? Just worship God for all of eternity? That's it? Sounds boring as fuck. No wonder the angels in the book of Enoch.
All right, it's just started off. It does sound fun though, by any means. If you're a man.
And I thought, yeah, but man, yeah. All right, next one is not worth it.
Imagine still going to church. I know, yes, there's some people here who still go to church. I'm not asking you to imagine it. I'm asking the other people who in their young adult life took a step back and
sound like that one.
Scam, right? Like it's but you do go out of fear because when you're a kid, they're like, if you don't go, you don't even want to fucking know. And as a kid, where you believe everything adults tell you, you're like, I will go then. They're good, because if you question it, you also you're fucked. If you even question it, you're fucked. Not worth it. Not worth you. An hour a week? An hour a week.
Just so we put that out there.
Don't you you don't even want to know. Don't you question it.
It's a scam, right?
Oh man, yeah. I mean, that's the most fun.
I don't like it.
You got. If you had more time, then we could. All right. So the next one is interesting, I guess. That's a minute 44.
Ooh, okay.
Listen.
54 countries on the continent of Africa that are black countries. There are 16 in the Caribbean that are black countries. That means out of 195 countries in the world, 70 are black countries. Yet not one of those 70 countries has a nuclear weapon. Not one has built weapons of mass destruction to threaten the world. Not one has ever invaded another land to steal, conquer, or enslave. Think about that. Our ancestors left nothing behind that the world can point to with shame. No genocide, no mass shootings, no record of crossing oceans to chain other nations. We are the children of the only race that never tried to wipe out another.
Yeah.
That's not true, but whatever.
That's not true.
I
That's not true.
That's
I
not
don't,
true.
I don't know why I put that up there. All right.
All right, I got the next one.
Yeah, that's
Defending
not
Christianity.
that's not true, y'all. Sorry about that. Oh shit.
2025.
Stepped on my cord.
I bet people think murder some harlots and some damn. I don't know. Harlots isn't the right word. I don't know.
Heathens?
The thing be quite interesting. They probably think we're atheists, but we're not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess atheist would be the right word.
No, not atheist. But
She was a virgin. How does that work? I thought my friend Miriam was contributing to this. No? I don't see any women writers.
you had to shut that one down.
There's a man god who had a boy man god.
Yeah, I need to clear that up. That was there's been black nations that is taking over other nations. I don't know.
I don't know what
that was about.
I don't know.
We gotta keep it 100 over here.
I don't think that's what I meant to do.
I don't know what that was. That was have been cap or no cap. That was a big cap.
That should have been a cap or no cap. Nathan,
son.
Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
And this is written by all men, and it seems to just benefit you. And there's no women. Women can't be leaders. There is women, but they're not. Okay, and so wait, what's the proof on this? A friend of a friend told you heard it from someone? What?
Right.
And you want me to dedicate my life to this? Teach it to my children. Spread it to the other bearers of life. That men are actually to be worshipped, and give them this book written by men telling them that a dead zombie man god will save them? Okay, Paul. What do you mean she was a virgin?
Man,
Rashad. What do you think about that, man?
Well, two things two things cannot. I'm not. That's all that is true. I'm sorry. I just know people are going to get offended by that, but it is what it is. I think it's weird. I think it's weird.
Yeah. Now Nathan said something. No, wait. By any means, how come there are no female angels? I thought Ariel was a female angel, but I could be wrong. But then Nathan said something interesting. Angels are non-binary. And I think that's true too. They're supposed to be non-binary. They don't have a sex, right? They're unisex.
Okay. I have no idea. I'm not touching that one. I'm not touching that one. I'm not going down that road.
So sometimes they're depicted as not having
genitals.
Right.
Okay.
So
I just have no idea. No disrespect at all. I'm not.
Yeah.
All right. Want me to do the second one? So I did the first one.
Might as well. Help me keep this party going.
So in the beginning, there were just two naked people. When was this? Wait, and the God is all-knowing? So he did or he didn't know that they were going to eat from the tree that he told them not to eat from? He put there.
That's a big one for me
because
too.
He didn't want them to have knowledge. What's with the snake? Like, I don't like snakes either, but wait, the snake was a fallen angel that didn't believe in God, didn't like God? We're saying that the snake wanted them to have knowledge, and then knowledge is bad. The knowledge of the things that the God created is bad. So wait, the God is good? But what knowledge would they have had? Knowledge of what? The stuff that the God created, right? And wait, so they were naked, but then they got knowledge, and then they were embarrassed about being naked? So now we wear clothes to cover the body that the God created, but he doesn't make mistakes? Okay, and wait. This whole apple thing. So wait, of course the woman eats the apple, but like Why do you have an Adam's apple? Where's my Eve apple? I think it's because she shoved it down his throat. Is that like a metaphor? And so, like, just the two of them and their two sons populated the world? I don't know, Paul. So in the beginning,
I don't know, Paul.
That's weird.
Yeah. She's funny. I like her takes on it. And she's got a ton of those. And it's always Paul. You know, Paul wrote it. So yeah.
We can skip these last three, bro, if you want.
Okay.
Like they'll add it later.
All right. What embodied with sin? Let me.
No,
I got that one.
No,
up.
you can do that one, but the last three I put on here. Yeah.
Is it, she sounds like she needs to look at the All Father. Where's Father Taylor? I think she'll turn the air on that she did. That's awesome. It was hot in here. All right, so check this out. Embodied with sin. Oh, I gotta do that. Right.
You up for not loving him back. And it's pretty simple.
Hold on. Try that again. So if God loves you so much that he will
I'm not
do
seeing
something.
no damn Taylor Swift show, whatever you
Will burn you up for not loving him back. And it's pretty simple, actually, because he created you as a sinner because he loves you and he hates sin. Okay. So he decided what was a sin and then put it inside you. And then you got to get it out. Right. So he said, I'll send my son and kill him because the sin I put in you, I hate it. And I'll burn you up for it. And so he sent his son and then killed him so he could get rid of the sin that he put in you. God loves you so much, he will burn you up for not loving him back.
and kill him.
When you were a kid, though, like, not the kid, seriously, that's kind of how it sounded. I'm like, oh, what?
So he died for our sins, but yet, if you don't believe in him, he'll
burn you. He hates it so much that he put it inside of you, and you gotta get it out.
Gotta get it out.
Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That is a sad existence.
That is funny, man.
All right, man. What do you want to do now? I know you're on the clock.
Let's do Capital Cat. We'll skip the last. I didn't want to do the booties boy, but that's that another time.
Okay. Let's see. I love to see people waking up from Abrahamic faith. Yeah. Same.
All right, so we'll do cap or no cap. Y'all know what this is. If you think it's real, you say no cap. If you think it's fake, you say cap.
Stop the cap.
All right. So the first one is called Witch of Appalachia. I can never say it right.
Appalachia.
Appalachia. And y'all see it?
Yep.
In checking your trail cameras and find this staring back at you. Some people believe the old witches of Appalachia never really died, and this video may prove that.
So
trail cameras are becoming
you said it right.
most vital pieces of equipment to catch things natural and unnatural. I personally have used them for many years, and I haven't really caught anything too extreme, but some people do. I want you to pay really close attention because you're going to see something come out of the darkness toward the camera. Maybe it's a witch, maybe it's a ghost,
or even sees it.
Then, a few moments later, something else came crawling out of the darkness. I want you to watch this and tell me in the comments, what do you think this is? Is it a hoax? Is it a witch, a ghost, or something else? Let me know in the comments what you think. Have a great day. God bless.
Corrective.
I'm gonna say meth head.
Method.
You said, I already know. Nathan said, I already know.
Imagine checking your trail cameras and find this staring
Yeah,
back.
I don't know, man.
Cap or no cap.
You said what?
Right back. Cap or no cap. Be right back. I'm in the bathroom.
I think it's Cap. I think it's just.
I think it's Cap.
I don't think it's a witch. It's somebody acting crazy.
Method.
The method. Where'd you get those garments from? What do you guys in the chat? What do y'all think, man? Y'all think that's Cap or no Cap? Because she had this glowing dress on. Like, I don't know. The material looked kind of ethereal too. Like they were trying to make it look ethereal. I don't know. Shell says Cap. Nathan White already said Cap or no Cap? Cap. He said no Cap. What do y'all think? So Kobe is going ahead and doing stuff. And my phone is blowing up like the World Trade. Looks like it is Kevin Reese and Casey Dobb. It's a group message. Let's see here. All right. So this is called Ladies Night. I don't remember what this is about. So Ladies Night turns into a paranormal nightmare while playing lights on and off.
Middle down. Okay. I'll do the I feel like I'm in a 90s dance. Let's do it.
You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. You have 5 moves to get to me. Are you ready?
Oh no, my dog came in.
Okay. Oh, all right. You have 5 moves to get to me.
Nathan White for the no Cap.
Oh, oh my
Turn
God.
the light
Hang
on.
on. Something fell, right?
Yeah, it was sitting right here.
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell? That's how this flew off. There's no way It was this here? fell. Feel how heavy this is.
No.
Yes, it was sitting right here. Did you touch that?
You shouldn't touch it.
No, that's I don't know. Maybe it was like. Wait, what? No.
Why is that one?
Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God! You guys! What the hell?
That was okay.
So
what?
no.
What the cat is?
Oh my God!
Oh my God! What is middle?
No Cap.
No Cap.
I'll be right back.
All right. So I got the next one. But delete these. Next one is called Leg Grab. Oh, I've seen this one before. 1 second.
What we got?
Leg grab. See the leg getting grabbed?
Oh yeah.
Help, 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 help! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Ah! There's somebody grab my leg!
So no Cap on the last.
Crazy.
Help me! Help me!
You don't see it? I'm gonna blow it up.
You want to zoom it?
God!
I'm gonna redo it. That's her leg going up. She's like laying on her side.
Mm-hmm.
That will hurt.
Yeah, because the angle is getting pulled. So there's no cap on that one too. Nathan White says no cap unless it's an invisible robot.
The cat bounced.
Yeah, the cat got out of there. So the cat's reaction.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm saying no cap.
All right. You got the next one?
Yep. The next one is called Lady in the TV. That sounds haunting. All right, let's see.
Okay. So I'm just sitting here watching Scooby-Doo. You know, it has been storming on and off all
Yeah, her
night.
reaction was way.
You can
too
see
real.
there is nothing standing over here, right?
So with the cats.
But look. What the fuck is that?
You see that?
Like, this is me.
That's crazy.
Like the satellite went out because of the storms, so it wasn't
I can
working
hear
on the
it.
TV anyways.
He doesn't even acknowledge that, but I hear it.
And like,
It's getting closer to him. Nah, I'm out. I'm gone.
Yeah.
there's nothing there.
Forget that job.
And like, I turned.
Nah, no.
You hear it.
Time to go. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So all that said, I think it's cap.
I think it's cap.
Yeah. As Betsy, he turns running with his phone.
Yeah. He didn't turn his camera like that to run. I would have think it was.
Yeah. I think that's cap.
Okay. No
Shell
cap.
said I'm out. No
Okay.
cap. Shell says no cap. Okay. Let's see here. Nathan says no
Okay.
cap.
Okay.
All right, we do know that no
Maybe
cap means
he was aware. Maybe he was aware enough. Yeah, that's his cap. Yeah,
that's his cap. All right.
Maybe he was aware enough
There you
to
go.
to turn his camera, but I don't think so. I think if you're scared, you're running.
Yeah, I think so too. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna even do that. Well, I mean, he was wearing nails.
He was wearing
in his little-
nails?
He was. Oh,
I didn't see that.
I didn't peep that. Nathan White said he probably needed a mop when he started running. Jeez. No, boy, this chat, I tell you. All right, we got Home Alone.
Yep, I got the next.
All right.
Oh, I already had it up. Man. Home Alone.
Literally hate you, bitch. How the fuck do you expect to make money, Julie, if you don't like to work? Julie, my door just fucking opened. What? No, stop. What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? Bitch, it's not even that late. Kevin's not home from work yet. What the hell?
Yo.
My God. What the fucking... Oh. No. Oh! No.
They'll scam on that one.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a good point.
The dog isn't reacting. Oh.
Julie,
That's
you're
a good-
fucking lying.
That's a good
You're
point.
fucking lying. Oh! No. 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 What the f- I literally hate you, bitch.
The dog
How the
could be
fuck do you
calm, though.
expect to
Could
make
be one
money,
of those calm
Julie?
dogs.
No. I'm gonna say no cap. The dog would have been like standing up at least, like
True.
looking like what? Like, it didn't do nothing. It
Hackle.
looking at the camera like,
Hackle would have been up.
yeah, what's going on?
Okay. Let's cap. What y'all think in the chat? Cap or no cap? That's a good point. All right, I'll show the next one. The next one is called The Wraith. I already got it open. No, I don't want to leave. They just said, Cap, the doggo is too calm. It watched him set up the finishing line. Yeah. Yeah, it did. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. All right. So The Wraith. So this guy again. Well, let's check it out.
Monsters of Appalachia just don't want to be around your house. They want in your house. In today's video, I'm going to show you a picture taken out of Appalachia of something absolutely horrifying. Some people are calling this thing a mimic. Others are saying it's a rake or a shapeshifter. One thing is for certain. It wants in this person's home. This is why you hear me talk so much about the unwritten rules of Appalachia. Close your curtains, lock your door, don't whistle. But people don't understand why. It's because of things just like this. Tell me in the comments what you think this entity is. Is it a shapeshifter, a rake, or a mimic, or something else? Have a great day. God bless.
The fuck is that in the woods? Hello? Hello?
Oh shit! Same house.
Yeah. They just already saying no cat.
Hell no.
The monsters of Appalachia just don't want to be around your house.
Man.
Hell no.
No cat.
Man, I don't know what that thing was. But I don't want to mess with that.
Saying no kibity.
All right, I got the next one.
Okay.
Tenenza? I don't know.
I don't know. Teneza? Teneza? I have no idea.
Renza Airport incident? Okay. No idea what this is.
I don't remember.
A woman has landed at JFK Airport with a passport from a country that has
Tanzania.
existed in our lifetime.
Authorities at JFK International Airport are in shock. Tonight, a woman arrived from Tokyo carrying a passport from a nation called
I think Dad's
Tarenza,
gonna say
a place
that's
that does
okay, or
not
that's
exist
cat.
on any map of our world. The passport was flawless. Biometric chip, perfect holograms, dozens of stamps from countries that also do not exist.
Her documents were perfect, better than perfect. But the country, Tarenza, it doesn't exist anywhere.
Witnesses say she looked completely ordinary, like any tourist. But when agents told her Tarenza isn't real, she froze, then whispered, "Then this isn't my world."
She asked me, "Is this America?" I said, "Yes, of course." Then she whispered, "America," like she had landed in the wrong place.
Authorities placed her in a secure room under surveillance. She sat calmly for hours. Then she vanished. Cameras show her fading away, like static on a broken television screen. So who was she? A lost traveler from another dimension?
News: a woman has landed at JFK Airport with.
In other news, I got whooped in fantasy football. Anyways, man.
Get throttled.
Yeah. Bad. With Barkley and Kamara, I gotta my running back. Awful. I gotta get rid of them. All right.
Last
what
I
y'all,
checked-
cap or no cap? Yeah.
Nathan White says cat. Pop says no cap.
Okay.
I'm gonna say no cap as well. I'm projected to lose in fantasy football, but we'll see what happens.
Out. Next one is called Kia Soul. I don't know.
I got that one.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh,
you showed the last one,
go ahead.
right? Yeah, you did.
No, I did. Yeah.
All right, Kia Soul, most disturbing videos ever caught on camera. I don't know what this has to do with Kia Soul. Let's see.
A man kayaking in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He runs a martial arts-focused social media account, but what he captured on this
He's
trip
early,
had
that's all.
nothing to do with his usual content. and left him so unsettled that he had to share it.
I don't know if anybody can see this or not, but I just reported it.
What is she doing on an airplane?
That's a car in the river.
Whatever. True.
That is an SUV. Look at this.
But they didn't say she was a time traveler.
Completely, fully submerged. It honestly looks like a Kia Soul.
Appreciate you by any means.
Dad, pay attention.
Oh man, appreciate it by any means. Have a good one.
As he films a submerged car in the water, an eerie sound cuts through the quiet. The unmistakable voice of a child.
I thought that was his
Dad,
kid.
pay attention.
Yeah.
Listening to the bridge.
The man
What?
says he didn't hear it at the time and insists he was completely alone. Viewers claim it sounds like a child saying, "Dad, pay attention. There's a bridge."
Dad, pay attention. Listening to the bridge.
Some believe it could be the ghost of a young victim who once died inside that very car. And it only gets creepier. Shortly after finding the vehicle, the man called emergency services. When the car was finally pulled from the river, the footage revealed something disturbing: movement inside.
Nathan with the no cap.
I'll be right back, bro. I gotta let my homeboys.
All right. Y'all see the movement? I see it. It's hard to see though. Right there.
But what exactly was it? An animal trapped inside, or something far more unexplainable? From a chilling voice echoing across a quiet river to an unexplained figure appearing inside the safety of someone's own home.
Yeah, I think
The next clip shows that the paranormal doesn't always wait for the right setting. It finds you wherever you are. Want to see a man kayaking in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
I think it's no cap, and the kid was trying to warn the dad about the bridge, something on the bridge, or something to do with the bridge. So pretty freaky. I mean, to see a Kia Soul under water is scary enough as it is, but yeah, to hear that voice, and apparently that person doesn't normally post things like that, so that kind of also leads me to believe that it's no cap. So I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Cap or no cap? So we'll go to the next one while it's happening, called Actual Hunting. Is it actual? Let's find out. I'm unmuted here. All right. So this man has been haunting us since we moved in. This is the first time we saw his face. Ooh. Okay.
Maybe it's strange.
It says cap. You think it's cap? All right, that's fair.
What's going on?
It threw a coat on the floor. Shit. Did you see that?
You guys see it?
We saw this one before.
Maybe it's strange.
Dang it, have we?
Yeah.
what I think the consensus was it was fake, didn't we?
Yeah.
I tried. Shell, did you jump in there? I think Shell jumped. All right. Ghost Rider, the next one?
Ghost Rider, yeah.
Want to make that the last one?
Yeah, we'll do this as the last one. All right, this is Ghost Rider. Y'all remember that show? The car.
Ghost Rider, the
Was it
car.
Ghost Rider? Or Knight Rider?
Knight Rider. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Right.
So we got a lot of cats. She did jump. She did. Yup.
All right, it is Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider. Okay. Cat to the cat.
What?
Just
Hold up,
disappeared.
run this back. It's the last one.
It's a cap to the cap. I can't explain it.
No cap.
I can't explain it. No kibbity.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, guys, it's over.
Yep, it's over. Actually, we did about the same time we do usually, 2 hours. Yep. So
yeah, we have to went pretty long considering.
Yeah, we getting all that political rhetoric. Fine.
Right. We went on a rant. Yeah, David White. No, thank you. No cap. All right, no cap. All right, no cap.
All right, cool. All right.
Cool. Yeah, we said no cap as well. So yeah, we appreciate you guys taking it. Thank you, Nathan, for getting the back refocused on the lecture at hand. So we appreciate
everybody chiming in on the no caps and laughing at us like always. Yeah, man, it was a good time.
Yeah, good time. Thank you guys for joining. Please remember to like, subscribe, share. Know that we are getting more subscribers, so a lot of that is due to y'all. So we appreciate it, and remember to check out those shorts that Kobe puts out. Those things cost money, so
yeah.
So make sure you watch those and you lock in and you like them. Yeah. We would appreciate it. That'll help us maybe get one day where we're moderated. So not moderated, with it monetized. Yeah.
Before we go, I want you to leave you guys, a few things. Remember, don't whistle at night and don't whistle in the woods.
Don't do it, and enjoy that Taylor Swift show, Kobe. We we're very proud of you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
With that, we out of here. Peace.
Giants.
People who came from the sky.
Yeah.